The sun hung low over Willow Creek, casting golden ripples across the river that snaked through our quiet Montana town. I was 58-year-old Clara Bennett, perched on my cabin's porch, savouring the last warmth of an August evening. My thermos of chamomile tea steamed in my hands, a small comfort since losing my daughter, Lila, 6 months ago, to a heart condition that stole her at 32. The cabin, tucked in the pines of Silver Hollow, felt like a hollow shell without her voice. That evening, as crickets hummed, a black SUV roared up the gravel path to the riverbank, tyres spitting pebbles. It was my son-in-law, Derek, Lila's husband. His driving was reckless, wild for the narrow road. My gut twisted. Something was off. I set my thermos down and leaned forward, eyes narrowing. Derek leapt out, his face pale, eyes darting like a cornered animal. He flung open the SUV's hatch, revealing a navy duffel bag, one I'd bought Lila for their honeymoon. He hefted it out, grunting under its weight, and stumbled to the river's edge. "Derek!" I shouted, my voice cracking, but he didn't flinch. With a heave, he hurled the bag into the water. The splash echoed like a gunshot. The bag bobbed once, then began to sink. Derek sprinted back to the SUV, engine snarling as he peeled away, leaving dust and dread in his wake. My heart raced. What had he done? The bag was sinking fast, dark water swallowing it. I bolted from the porch, my sneakers pounding the dirt path. At 58, I wasn't spry, but adrenaline fueled me. The riverbank was 200 feet away, muddy and slick. I slipped, catching myself on a root, and waded in. The icy water bit my shins, then my thighs, as I fought the current. The bag was half submerged, snagged on a branch. I grabbed it, the weight nearly pulling me under. As I dragged it to shore, a faint whimper stopped my heart. Something alive was inside. "Oh, Lord, please no," I gasped, hauling the bag onto the bank. My hands, numb from cold, clawed at the zipper. It jammed, wet and stubborn. I yanked harder, muttering, "Come on, come on!" The zipper gave way and I lifted the flap. Time froze. Nestled in a soaked grey blanket was a baby girl, no more than a week old, her tiny face pale, lips tinged blue. She was so still I feared the worst. I lifted her gently, her body light as a feather, her umbilical cord tied with rough string. I pressed my ear to her chest. Nothing. Then a faint breath, barely a whisper. She was alive. I clutched her to my chest and ran, my wet clothes heavy, my lungs burning. Bursting into the cabin, I grabbed my phone, dialing 911 with trembling fingers. 911, what's your emergency? A steady voice asked. "A baby! I found a baby in a bag in the river. She's barely breathing. Please hurry." I stammered my address near Willow Creek. The operator told me to dry the baby gently and keep her warm. I grabbed towels, wrapping her tiny body, rocking her instinctively. "Hold on, sweetheart," I whispered, tears streaming. Sirens wailed within minutes. Paramedics, a burly man named Tom, and a young woman, Sarah, rushed in. Sarah took the baby, her hands swift but gentle, checking vitals. "Hypothermia, weak pulse," she said. They placed her in a portable incubator, oxygen mask tiny against her face. "Are you coming?" Tom asked. I nodded, climbing into the ambulance. The ride to Silver Hollow Medical Center was a blur, the baby's monitor beeping faintly. Sarah asked, "Who threw her in?" I hesitated. "Derek, my son-in-law. I saw him." Her eyes met Tom's, a silent exchange. At the hospital, nurses whisked the baby to the NICU. A nurse, Linda, 60 with warm eyes, sat me down in the waiting room. "Tell me everything," she said. I recounted Derek's frantic arrival, the bag, the river. "The police will need to talk to you," Linda said softly. "This is serious." Hours dragged. A doctor, mid-40s, approached. The baby's stable but critical. We're treating hypothermia and possible water in her lungs. Next 24 hours are crucial. I nodded, numb. Police arrived. Detective Rachel Cole, 38, sharp and direct. She grilled me. Time, car details, Derek's actions. "You're sure it was him?" she pressed. "Positive," I said, though doubt crept in. Derek had loved Lila. Why would he do this? Rachel handed me her card. "Don't contact him. Come to the station tomorrow." I stayed overnight, refusing to leave. Linda brought me scrubs to replace my wet clothes. At 2 a.m, a priest, Father James, arrived, offering silent comfort. "Why would God let this happen?" I whispered. "He didn't. You were there to stop it," he replied. By morning, the baby was improving, her temperature rising. Rachel returned with news. We checked Derek's alibi. A gas station camera places his SUV 20 miles away at the time you saw him. Care to explain? My stomach dropped. "I know what I saw," I insisted, but her skepticism stung. Days later, a bombshell. DNA tests confirmed the baby was my granddaughter, Lila's daughter. Derek had hidden the pregnancy. Lila must have been pregnant when she died, unbeknownst to me. Rachel revealed. More. Lila's death wasn't just a heart condition. Autopsy reviews suggested poisoning, slow and deliberate. Derek was the prime suspect, but he'd vanished. I applied for custody, facing a grueling process. Background checks, home inspections, a parenting course. At 58, they questioned my fitness, but I fought. The baby, named Rose after my mother, grew stronger. By week 6, I brought her home, her crib in Lila's old room, painted soft pink. That night, my phone rang. "Clara, it's Derek." His voice was cold. "I want my daughter and Lila's inheritance, $400,000. Meet me at the old mill by the river, midnight, alone." I recorded the call, sending it to Rachel. "We'll set a trap," she said. At the mill, I faced Derek, wired with a hidden mic. "Why'd you kill Lila?" I demanded. He sneered. "She was going to leave me, take the baby, the money. I fixed that." His confession was clear. Suddenly he pulled a knife. I pressed the panic button. Police swarmed, arresting him. He'd poisoned Lila for her wealth, then tried to erase Rose. Months later, Derek was convicted of murder and attempted murder, sentenced to life. I adopted Rose, now a giggling 1-year-old. Her laughter fills the cabin, a testament to love's triumph. Lila's spirit lives in her, and I'll protect her always. Hey, YouTube family. Did Rose's story grip you? Drop your city in the comments. Let's connect. Like, share, and hit that subscribe button to support more stories like this. Check out 2 new tales on my channel. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.